babes. So welcome to the Shivers. Enter the core. This video was filmed on 14th of March 2021 in Mania Castle Ruins, Relbo. And it's an amazing site in the outskirts of Geneva, the only medieval ruins in a lot of kilometers or miles around, so it's great. We just have to learn how was fear before 22nd of March 1986, Japanese release date of Biohazard Resident Evil. So let's check this. Sorry for lip syncing, as the weather was so windy, we heard nothing. Shivers enter the core. So I'm gonna talk to you about this episode. It's mainly consisted of first survival horror games, like the series of Alone in the Dark, especially. Okay, great. So let's start with this game. So released in 1992, Alone in the Dark. Find yourself in the place of Edward Carnby or Emily Hartwood. Investigators to go into a haunted manor in Louisiana named Derceto, and there are some Lovecraftian creatures and monsters there, and so they've got to find a solution on how to escape the house. It's in a polygonal three-dimensional game, and it's a very interesting, was frightening at the time, but not that much anymore, but it's really interesting. Released on Mac, PC and 3DO. It's really worth to play it. Alone in the Dark. So then we've got Alone in the Dark 2. The story happens in 1924. Then we've got Alone in the Dark 2. In an old mansion named Hell Kitchen, you must defeat a pirate called One-Eyed Jack. The same kind of plot of progression, and more in a pirate environment, which is pretty original and cool at the time. It has a prequel called Jack in the Box, when you had to release Santa Claus, which was jailed from a bad Jack in the Box. Very funny. So, Alone in the Dark, it was released, of course, on Mac, PC, 3DO, PS1, and Saturn. Alone in the Dark 3 happens in an abandoned western town called Slaughter Gulch, with Jebediah Stone as the bad guy, some ghosts and old spirits of gangster of the far west, and Edward Carnby has to rescue one of the main protagonists of the first game, which is Emily Hartwood. Great. Then Alone in the Dark went in a kind of new direction with a new nightmare. This one was on the PlayStation, Saturn, and PlayStation and Mac PC. New direction, Alone in the Dark, New Nightmare on PC, PS1, 2, and Dreamcast. This happened in the 31st of October 2001. And the haunted manor is to be investigated, inquired by, because of the death of the best friend of Edward Carnby on Shadow Island. It's really worth to play. In 2008, released Alone in the Dark Inferno on PS2, 360, Wii, and PC. I don't like it. It's cut in episodes and it's a bit weird and frightening and not a good souvenir of it. In 2015, on MS Windows, Alone in the Dark Elimination, just an FPS with in haunted mines with Lovecraftian creatures to be defeated. So now, yeah, there was some early games on the NES, like Friday the 13th, Sweet Home, considered the ancestor of survival games, and Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, pretty funny that you have the verse of the day is Psalm 55:5. Fearfulness and trembling are come upon me, and horror hath overwhelmed me. That must be the feeling of Edward Carnby or any protagonist of survival horror games, like Jennifer, which we can find in another series called Clock Tower. Yeah, it was an horror game on Super NES. I know it's weird. And then on PS1, Clock Tower 2 and Struggle Within, and Clock Tower 3 on PS2. So by Capcom, by the way. So very interesting game. There you can resent fear of the current situation, current state of the world in 2021, which is frightening. Just repeat the Psalms 55:4-6, King James Version. My heart is sore, pain within me, and the terrors of death are fallen upon me. Fearfulness and trembling are come upon me, and horror hath overwhelmed me. And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then would I fly away and be at rest. Yeah, Clock Tower is more like a little guy, a mannequin with a scissor. Serial killer, you got to escape. Very frightening for the time. But just for you to know, we're not alone in the dark. Jesus Christ is here. It's our light, it's our way, and with him, we're never alone. So, bye dudes, bye babes. Oh, fun. A little duck. He's probably a fan of Donald Quackshot, I think. So, yeah. Where does he wander? Where does he... will he go? Yeah, probably a fan of all Donald games. Funny. So, yeah, I hope you appreciated the place. And just to remind you, there are some several episodes coming, like Infiltrate, Exfiltrate, the Castlevania episode, Growth of Evil, but Jesus Christ will prevail, 2, Stair Dance 2, and Cluniac Abba Level. So this summer is very charged in production, and we hope you're gonna like it. So, bye dudes, bye babes, may the light of Jesus Christ guide you and bless you. Bye dudes, bye babe, lots of blessing of God to you. Yeah, it might continue, we'll do that later on. Bye bye.